Just beautiful. Have this once a day. Is it a beard growth secret? I think for hair that's already growing, it helps the skin, hair, and nails. With my beard, it's like a weed. It just grows like a weed. The more collagen I drink, the better my beard gets. The more collagen I drink, the stronger my nails are. The more collagen I drink, the better my 62-year-old skin is. If you want, you could add like a bouillon cube to it, add a little chicken flavor or beef flavor, whatever you want. Chicken probably would be the most appropriate. This is collagen, marrow, bone broth, all of that stuff all in one. Absolutely magnificent. That whole pot came from those chicken feet. Unbelievable. Cook it until they fall apart and constantly stir it and kind of like hit it, with the wooden spoon, so they just so the fat and the skin just kind of dissipate and the bones just all fall apart at the joints, and you're going to be straining out a lot of bones. And after you strain all of that stuff out, put it in the fridge, really reduce it down. I mean, really, really reduce it down. I mean, that was a full pot. It's now only about 2 inches thick. And that's enough collagen for about 2 weeks. So, and on the fresh herbs, the fresh parsley, chives, thyme, and 1 basil leaf, a little bit of real salt in it. Out of this world. You could even add a little bit of garlic salt or garlic powder to it, or black pepper. If you want to make it like a little zingy, you can just put some red pepper flakes in it. And in the fall and winter, seriously, sitting around with a hot cup of collagen, bone broth, whatever you want to call it, just warms your hands up, read a book. You can't buy anything this good. That's what I know to be true. You can't even buy this. So this is wonderful. Try it, you'll like it. Where can you get chicken's feet? I get them at the Spanish store. Trying to think, maybe ShopRite, if you have ShopRites. They tend to have more ethnic food. I hate the phrase ethnic food. I can't, it's like foreign film. Like in America, we say, oh, we love watching foreign films. When you're in Europe, are American films foreign films? So I'd rather just say independent films, or films that are independent of Hollywood. I like them much better. Regarding food, go to places that are not mainstream. Ethnic stores. I just even feel weird saying ethnic stores. There's a Jamaican market near me. There's a Mexican market near me. ShopRite near me is in an area that has a ton of other ethnicities and races. So the food reflects those communities, the food offered in the store. Whereas just like Joe's supermarket that's, 1 block from me is about as plain, boring vanilla as you can get. You'd never see chicken feet. Never see chicken feet. You'll never see hearts. You'll never see various animal parts. You'll never see tripe. You'll never see just all the different varieties of meats and organs that the rest of the world eats plentifully. But in America, our food's got to look pretty. Sometimes organ meat doesn't look very pretty. Liver and oysters are 2 of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. Just make them part of your life. You know, when I put meat on a stick, 9 times out of 10, I'm always, along with beef, I will put on some hearts, a little bit of liver. Sometimes I take a little bit of the beef stomach and cut it in strips, roll it up, and put that on as well. Everything gets marinated, everything gets cooked over fire, because everything tastes better after it's cooked over fire. But, I mean, when I look at my 62-year-old body after doing carnivore, ketovore since 2017, and I look at my peers, and I work out, of course, and I look at my peers, it's night and day. It's absolutely night and day. On top of that, my goal, of course, is to see my six-pack again by next year, by June 1st, is to kind of literally just kind of have the abs back, get down to maybe a 32-inch waist, which is, I had a 32-inch waist at one time. And I'm not a little guy either. I'm 5'11", and, you know, I have solid lean mass, but my waist and stomach doesn't have to be big like everyone else. And I feel better, and it shouldn't all bunch up when I bend over to tie my shoes. And I shouldn't have to unbutton my pants every time I eat something just to make room, you know, for dessert or whatever. You got this. You're going to watch me go down to an abs, like a highly defined abs figure within the next 6 to 8 months. I'm doing it with the help of a friend, and I'll have her on, and I'll show you. And you can do it too. Is it a vanity thing? No. When you're younger, it's kind of vanity. When you're older, it's about longevity. So I think what happens is when you hit 50, you start thinking about longevity more than vanity and health. And, you know, I got to power wash the deck. I got to stain it, which means I got to move the gas grill. I have a couple outdoor cat houses. I have a table and an umbrella and 4 chairs and deck stuff. I want to be able to move that kind of stuff without being sore the next day. I'm going to be on my knees. You know, first of all, I'm going to be using the power washer, and then I'm going to be on my knees with a paintbrush, not a roller, because I want to get in all the cracks and, you know, the whole thing. 2 days ago, I cleaned up all the weeds in the yard. The weeds that turned into trees. I'm talking 12 foot high with, like, literally the trunk of the weed is 2 inches in diameter. And I was using everything from a saw to those little, you know, those like branch pruning things. And when I was done, I mean, I probably took that branch pruning thing and went at least 100 times, at least 100 times. I look at that as reps, you know, kind of like one of those spring things. And I was a little sore the next day. But the reality is longevity, flexibility, and able to do crap around the house. Move furniture, move boxes, rearrange things. You got to do that. Guys, you got to do that. And one of the things that will hurt as you get older, and I'm saying over 40, it's not just muscles, but it's joints, joint health. I started taking care of my joints probably at about 55. Probably too late, but this is part of that joint health process. Get yourself some chicken feet, boil it down, reduce it down. It's going to be it's not a quick project. It's not quick at all. You will be able to enjoy them the next day, enjoy the collagen the next day. Now, by itself, it has a very faint, very very faint chicken flavor. So faint that it's not quite chicken broth, chicken soup, but you can tell it's collagen from chicken. So you boil it down. That's going to take at least 3 hours. And make sure to agitate like hell and take a wooden spoon and kind of smash the chicken's feet up a little bit to encourage the skin and the fat and the connective tissue to kind of melt a little bit. And then just literally reduce a whole pot through boiling down to this much. Take it off, let it cool. Don't put anything super hot in your refrigerator. Let it cool to room temperature. Then put it in the refrigerator, and then overnight, when you take that top off, it's going to be a pot of gel, like Jell-O, literally Jell-O. Take some scoops out like I did, put it in a cup, microwave it for a minute and a half, add your fresh herbs like I did, or if you don't have fresh herbs, then things from your cabinet. Hair, skin, and nails will look better literally in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks before you start seeing the difference. Your hair will grow. I remember my beard, back when I had a big beard, I used to literally take a tape measure and measure from the bottom of my lip to here. Hair normally grows about a ½ inch a month. My hair was growing an inch to an inch and a half a month. Why? Right here. Now, why isn't my head hair having the same effect as this? Because of male pattern baldness. I mean, my hair growth pattern is genetic. It is what it is. There ain't anything I'm going to do about it, or I can do about it, unless I get a hair transplant and get the hairline restored and all that stuff like that. And I've had some free offers by some cosmetic surgeons that they would do that for me, believe it or not. They've actually emailed me and said that they would love to use me as a subject, and if I make videos about it, they would do it for nothing. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever seen any hair transplants that look I think out of 100 that I've seen, maybe 10% look good and are fairly undetectable as far as having the transplants done. I've had a few clients that have had it done that just look magnificent. So anyways, all right, get yourself some chicken's feet, make some collagen, have a mug of it daily. It's fall and winter. How perfect. Buy yourself some bouillon cubes. Put a chicken bouillon cube in there. It's like drinking chicken broth, but 1,000 times better. 1,000 times better. Go for it. There's not a person watching right now that won't benefit from it. You will benefit from this. And it's animal-based, which means that your body receives it beautifully. Your body says, every time you have this collagen that's animal-based, your body goes, food. It's not rejecting anything. Your body recognizes it. And you'll see it in your body. All right, let me know how you do. DM me, send me an email, a message, or whatever. Let me know if you do it and what the result is. Your mileage may vary as far as how it turns out for you, but I pretty much showed you what I call the proper method. The lemon juice adds a little zing. It doesn't taste lemony. Remember that. It doesn't taste. I'm not turning this into a hot lemon drink by putting a wedge of lemon in it. The parsley, the chives, the thyme, and the basil are absolutely magnificent. They give it a savory kind of thing. It's not a gross, it's not disgusting. Even though the gel in the pot, people are like, ooh, I don't know if you can see this, but it is, I'll show you. It's magnificent. Optimize the taste of your coffee.
Aby zoptymalizować smak twojej kawy
At the molecular level.
na poziomie molekularnym.
Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, coffee.
They mentioned fatty food and red meat. Oh, bad red meat. I cannot believe how it's like an organized attack on red meat and cows. Everything, your health issue is due to red meat, right? Incredible how they lie to people, and people believe that, and they will have anemia, they will have other things, eating junk, eating carbs, eating wheat product, soy product, they will encounter, but they're not gonna eat red meat, right? Just horrible. But remember, no red meat.
We are going to rock and roll.